TZ2 calf motion mobility strategies with the sagittal plane preset common wedge driver. We will be using a step up and onto a box. Foot will be flat and wedge position. Toe and foot is pointed straight ahead. Arms are reaching up overhead to create the extension from the top down of the TZ2 hip that we need to help create the stretch, the mobility strategy and stretch that we need for the dorsiflexion and right rear foot inversion. This is common. And now we'll use our common frontal plane wedge position, which is with the right foot being mobilized. We now have taken away, we took up all the slack previously in the sagittal plane, moving up and down. We're now going to be feeding in strategy of trying to get that rear foot to rotate down and away from us, and the right foot. So the stretch, the motion is much different. Don't expect to feel quite as much of a stretch per se, but in the frontal and transverse plane, the motion that we get is nice and good and authentic. What needs to happen in TZ2? We're going to go with an uncommon wedge position in which we have thin to thick corner, heel to toe. We're taking up the slack in the sagittal plane as we're moving up, and also in the frontal plane with the inversion, which will help us hopefully to get a little bit more rotation in the transverse plane down at the foot and the ankle. So we're going to use our stepping strategy motion-wise and our overhead posterior reach with the arms to help facilitate the slide and glide of the pelvis. Common TZ2 mobility matrix for the calf and leg complex and foot and ankle.